Each product is unique and has its own product attributes. In e-commerce, customers are not able to touch and feel the product. So we need to provide as much more information as we can using the product attributes. Product attributes can be used to display the product information on the product pages. They can be used to create the attributes for the configurable products. Product attributes can also be used in the case of filtration or filtering or price rules or catalog price rules and much more. So in today's video tutorial, I'll be taking you through the workflow there for the Magento 2, and I'll be showing you how the store admin would be able to create the product attributes in the admin backend panel. But before I proceed further with this particular video tutorial today, please do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates from our end. And if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. So right now what we'll be doing is we'll be checking out how to create product attributes and how to add product attributes to an attribute set and how to display the product attributes on the product page under the more information section as well. So the very first thing that I want to show you is how we can create the product attributes. So for that, we'll go to the admin backend panel and we'll be logging into the admin backend panel by entering the username, password and tapping on the sign in button thereafter. After we have successfully logged into the admin backend panel, we'll navigate to the section here, that's stores, and under stores we'll go to attributes. Under attributes we'll go to product. So let me tap here on the product. So here you can find the complete list of product attributes that you have already created. To create a new attribute, what you need to do is you need to tap here on the add new attribute button. So let's tap here on the add new attribute button. And after tapping on the add new attribute button, you'll see that we have the attribute information where we have to set up the properties of the attribute, manage labels, and the storefront properties needs to be done. So what I'll do is I'll just create one attribute here with the name available color, and we'll set up the catalog input type for the store owner as for example drop down, or we can choose it as multiple select as well. So here you can find that we have the catalog input type for the store owner as text field, text area, text editor, page builder, date and time, yes, no, multiple select, drop down, price, media image, visual swatch, text swatch and fixed product text. So basically the media image or the visual swatch, text swatch and the drop down can be used for the product attributes that we are creating for the configurable product. Rest of the ones can be used for creating normal product attributes there. So let's create a drop down type of a product attribute here with the name available color. And if you want to make the particular value as required for the particular product attribute, then you can choose this option as a yes. Then the customer needs to select this option mandatorily, otherwise not. So for now, we'll just leave it as it is. And here under the manage options value for your attributes, we'll be adding the options here. So let me add red for the admin, the label, the red color as the default store view label. Or the option values basically red, green, and let me add blue and blue. So right now we are seeing how to create the product attributes basically. So after you have done with the default label, this label that you have entered here would be visible on the product pages under the more information section as well. If you have enabled this to be displayed on the more information section there, I'll show you that in a while from now. So basically after setting up the default label, choosing the catalog input type for the store owner, making the values required as yes or no, you have to set up the manage option of the values of your attribute. For example, we have the available color, so we have set the available colors as red, green and blue. And under the advanced attribute properties, you can set up the attribute code. Otherwise, if you are directly saving the product attribute, then the attribute code would be automatically saved. You can save the scope as of the attribute as for the store view, website, or as globally as well. If you set it as globally, then you can make use of this attribute while you are creating a configurable product there. You can also make the unique value there as yes or no, and it would not be shared with other products there. You can also set up the input validation for the store owner. Apart from that, you can add two column options as well. If you select this option as a yes, to add this attribute to the list of column options in the product grid. You can also make use of the using the filter options as well. If you choose this option as a yes, then what this would do is that this would add this attribute to the list of filter options in the product grid there. So as per your requirement, you can set those things up, and under the manage labels, let me set it as available colors. And under the storefront properties, we can set up the storefront properties for the particular product attribute there that we are creating. That's the available colors. So here we can set up use in search, whether you want to use this particular product attribute in search option at the storefront, whether you want to use it as comparable on storefront or not. So you can make it as yes or yes. You can use visible in advanced search, whether you want to make it visible in advanced search or not. You can make use in the layered navigation as well, but for the layered navigation, the input type should always be yes, no, drop down, multi select and price there. Then you can make use in the search result navigation as yes or no. So you can also use for the promotion rule conditions as well. This particular product attribute can be used for the product for the promo rule conditions as well. You can make use of the HTML tags on the storefront as well, and you can make visible on the catalog pages on the storefront. Now, if you're making it visible on the catalog pages on the storefront by choosing this as a yes option here, then this would basically display the particular product attribute that you're going to create, that is available color. When you have created the particular product with the particular product attribute, you have saved that particular product, then on the product page under the more information section, you will be able to see that particular product attribute and the value that you had selected while you had created that particular product. If you have selected this option, that's the visible on catalog pages on storefront as yes. Apart from that, for the product attribute, you can use in the product listing as well. You can use in the sorting in the product listing as well, and that depends on the design theme there itself. So after making these configuration settings as per your own requirement there, what you need to do is you need to tap here on the save attribute button, and the particular attribute would be saved. So we have created the attribute with the name available color, and we are saving this particular attribute there. So as soon as the attribute is saved, what we can do is we can go ahead and we can assign this attribute to an attribute set. So the attribute is being saved, so it will take a few seconds there. So the attribute has been saved here. As you can see, the attribute code has been generated automatically, and here's the attribute available color, where we have 3 different colors for the particular product attribute. Now let me show you how to add the product attribute to the attribute set. For that, we need to go to stores, and under attributes, we'll go to attribute set. Under attribute set, we'll choose the attribute set within which we want to add this particular attribute to. So for example, I want to add this particular attribute to the default attribute set. So I'll choose the default attribute set. Under the unassigned attributes, I'll find the complete list of attributes that I've created, but I have not assigned to any of the attribute sets. So here we are having the available color. So I'll drag and drop it up in the product details page under the name section, and I'll tap here on the save button. So until now, this was how we can create a product attribute. After creating the product attribute, how we can assign that particular product attribute to the attribute set. Now let's create a product and let's see how that particular product attribute appears while we are creating the product. So we'll navigate through catalog and products, and here we'll be adding a new product. That's a simple product. So let this particular section come up. So here I'll create a simple product. So on the new product page, what I'll be doing is I'll be creating a new product here. So here we need to choose the attribute set within which we have the respective product attribute. So within the default attribute set, I had added that particular attribute set that was available color. Now if you see, the default attribute set is selected and the available color here is visible. The product attribute that we have chosen, available color, is visible here. The values of the attribute color are as well visible red, green and blue. We also have one more attribute that is color new, that is red, blue and green here. So let me enter the simple details of the simple product there, and let me create this product, and let me show you how this particular product attribute appears on the product page under the more information section there. So for that, I'll be adding the product name here. For example, simple 12. I'll choose the available color as red, color new as green. I'll set the price, I'll set the quantity, I'll set the weight of the product. I'll choose the category as men's watches, and I won't be adding any of the images there for now. And let's save this particular product. Now, as soon as this product has been saved, we can go to the front end and we can view the particular product attribute on the product page itself. So here we are on the storefront right now. Let the product save itself. It's taking a few minutes there. So you can see that the product has been saved. Now let me refresh this particular category here. That's the men's watches. And here we have the simple 12 product that we had just created. Now if I tap on that, here you can see that we have the more information section displaying the product attributes, that is available color red, choose color green. So that's how basically you can create the different product attributes from the admin backend by navigating through stores and products. After creating the product attribute, depending upon whether it's a yes or no, for example, you could have created whether it's a washable or not and chosen a yes or a no, then we would have the available information here under the more information section as washable, yes or no. Whether it would be, if it would be washable, then it would be visible here as yes. Otherwise, if you would have selected it as a no, then it would be shown as no. So that's how basically you can create the product attributes, assign it to the attribute sets, create the product. At that time, after creating the product, the particular product attribute value can be selected, and that would be visible on the product pages under the more information section there. So yes, that was much about the particular video today for how to create the product attributes in Magento 2, and I hope it helped you out in understanding the same. If you still have any questions, queries, sessions or requirements regarding the same, then you can anytime get back to us at support@webkul.com, or you can raise a ticket at webkul.uvidesk.com as well. Apart from that, if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. And lastly, thanks for watching this particular video, and have a great day ahead.